everybody. Hello. I'm here today with Patty Mullins, who is the CEO of Make-A-Wish Tri-Counties. Patty, thanks for joining me today.
Great. Thanks, Dory. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So you guys will see that Patty and I actually met in person today to do a little bit of a check presentation, but I wanted to talk to her more and kind of learn about what's going on with the organization now. And we figured that just wasn't really going to play well with masks. So we decided to meet a little bit for the check and then do a Zoom. So here we are with that. First, Patty, I want to congratulate you because Make-A-Wish Tri-Counties won our holiday give back promotion. So we gave away $1,000 to the nonprofit that received the most votes on our website this year during the holiday season. And you guys did an incredible job of promotion and you won.
Yay! Thank you. That was really exciting. We haven't done anything like that before. And, there was a lot of noise around the holidays with all sorts of things happening right in the world, but we were really excited to find out that we were the winner because most importantly, that helps us support the next Wish We grant. So that's why it's really exciting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys did a great job of marshaling your fans and encouraging them to vote, which is what brought home the win for you. So good job.
Thanks. We really appreciate it, Dory. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Can you tell me a little bit about how the pandemic has changed how you guys are approaching wish granting in your organization?
Yeah, thanks. That's a great question. Thanks for asking. The world has changed for everybody, and it has also for Make-A-Wish. So we've had to learn how to work virtually. Our entire team is working remotely. We have been since early in March. We've had to retrain our volunteers to work in a virtual mode, to meet with children, to learn what their heartfelt wish would be virtually. We've had all those new ways of work, right? Just processing donations, everything has changed in what we do, not being able to meet in person for a big fundraising event. So we're very fortunate that we have very loyal supporters that know that wishes still need to happen and that we need to provide hope no matter what the circumstances are. So we've been very fortunate in that way that we do have loyal supporters. Fundraising is down. It's down for most all nonprofits, but we're okay so far. But all support is really needed for us to continue on. We have over 53 wishes that we are hoping to grant this year, but we actually have 136 children in our system that are waiting for the hope that a wish can provide. So we work really hard every day to try to grant as many as we can in a timely fashion, right? Because children are still ill and battling their illnesses right now. We've also had to change to no travel wishes, right? Because of COVID and safety precautions, it's not prudent to do that right now. So no international travel, no domestic travel, no cruises. So many wishes had to be reimagined. So the wish granters and the team, our Make-A-Wish team, went to work to reimagine with the families and the children virtually what would be another wish, what would be something really meaningful and life-changing and inspiring. And it's been really fun. We've used a tool called the Dream Board. So it's like, people do dream boards in January about what you want to see for the upcoming year. We do dream boards with the kids. What are your favorite things? What would you want to do if there were no limits? Who's your favorite superhero? What would you like to learn? What do you just like? What do you like to eat? I mean, everything. We ask them all sorts of great things, and it's really fun to learn their answers and see their dream boards. So recently, several of the wishes have changed from a travel wish to things like, I wish to have a trailer to travel to see my bone marrow donor, who's also a brother in a different location in California. So that's really cool wish. We're working on that. Will come true, I think, in January. A playhouse to play with sisters in the backyard during COVID where it's safe because they can't go to a playground. We've done adaptable swings. We're doing a kayak this weekend, a wish reveal for a kayak this weekend to go fishing. So all sorts of interesting things. And I think a fish tank on the opposite end of the spectrum there. So really good stuff. So all the support, Dory, that you give and have given over time is really meaningful. And it's a good boost to the team to hear of the support of the community. And it just helps us make wishes come true. And they're just more important now than ever.
Right, right. So if somebody is watching this and they want to get involved with Make-A-Wish and they want to help support you either as a volunteer or, financially,
Mhm.
what direction would you give that?
Well, there's a variety of ways to help. It's a little different now, like we've talked about in this virtual world, but we need help in putting wishes together in terms of in-kind support. Like the program team has a list of things that would help make wishes even better, if you will, items that could be secured from the community. Sometimes it's goods and services. Again, it depends, and it's COVID. So if we're doing a bedroom makeover, sometimes we need someone to go in and paint the walls.
Hmm.
And some people are able to do that and some aren't. We need photographers to help us capture from a distance these wish reveals. We need folks to just get in their car very safely, no contact, and be a part of wish parades when we do big wish reveals, because we want them to be as big and splashy when the child learns about their wish as they would if it weren't COVID. So all of those things are helpful. And of course, donations, are king. Cash is what makes these wishes come true. Cash and donations and all those great, meaningful bits of support. And donations, small and large. Folks don't have to feel like if they can't give $5,000 to fully grant a wish, it's not a meaningful gift, because collectively, all of this support makes wishes come true. So there's a lot of good information. We have a new website, new looking website. So you can go to tri-counties.wish.org and check volunteer, just noodle around on there. And if you have any questions, you can always email us directly. And I can give you that email, Dora, maybe you can float it across the bottom. And
Do
please
that.
let us know how you might like to get involved, or any ideas you have for helping support the organization. It really, and it's a little cliche, it takes a village, but it really does take all of the community to make it happen.
I completely agree with that. And I'll say real quickly, it just occurred to me, we should probably tell everybody that the tri-counties that we serve are Ventura, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo counties. So that's the entire footprint of the area that we serve. But going back to the It Takes a Village concept, it really does, because the enhancements that you guys add to the wishes, the things that really make it special and make it seem, as you said, splashy and huge and like a giant celebration
Right.
to the children and their families, those make a huge difference. I mean, the money that we receive so that we can make this happen is important, but also all the little special details to really show them that someone's paying attention to what would really make it seem even better for them, I think is hugely important. And the community can get involved in that. And a lot of times you have, fire people and police personnel come to really, with their cars and, really light it up when you do the parade. And you've got people in the caravan, and it really makes the families feel special to see so many people turning out to make their day memorable.
Yes, well said. And we hear back from folks that have taken the time to be a part of a wish reveal parade,
Mm-hmm.
that they didn't know how much they needed that until it happened. That inspiration, that little boost of hope and giving back to someone else. And it's a very easy way to be a part. You'll never regret being a part of a wish. We can say that for sure.
Right. Right. And right now it's kind of hard. People feel kind of overwhelmed with what's going on, and there can be a lot of negativity. And so it's nice to set that aside and do something for someone else, and make them feel special. And it is rewarding for everybody involved. So I completely agree. So in addition to the $1,000 that you guys won for the holiday giveaway, Jeff and I are realtors in the area, and we have a community giving project program where we donate 5% of our commission on every transaction to the local charity that client chooses. So we had a client recently who chose Make-A-Wish again. And so we have, in addition to the $1,000, we had just over $1,400 for Make-A-Wish from that. So we're excited about that. And so the check today was for $2,400 total. And I'm curious if you want to share with people what types of things that money might go towards, as far as things that can help put a wish together, so that they can see how the different dollar amounts could really help somebody.
Right. That's a great question. And first off, thanks again. That was really a fun note to receive, that we had been the beneficiary from one of the sales of a home from one of your clients. That's really special that they would think of us. So I think it was a little over $1,400, like you said. So that's a lot. So that could be a computer. It could be tools to become a YouTuber. So, you know, it could be microphone and speakers. I mean, they're tangible items that all come together for a wish. The average cost of a wish is between $5,000 to $10,000, and really slowly inching up as time goes by. And especially with some of these to have wishes, which we're doing a lot of. Electronics aren't inexpensive, but we think it's a great wish if that helps that family. For example, on an electronics or computer wish, that child learn something new, stay connected to friends and family so they don't become isolated or get bummed out, right? Because that's hard for kids right now. They don't get all of this. And if they're battling a critical illness, that's our team mascot, Odie, the mascot of Make-A-Wish, sorry. And it means a lot to them to be able to have something that will, like I said, connect them to the community, to others, a tool to learn, be creative. So we're working on actually 3 right now. And so your gift will go to one of those. I wish I could tell you which one, but I'm not the program master. Excuse me. Hey, real life here. One is to become a fashionista. So she's getting all the tools that she needs, so the computer, the microphone, all those great things. And then we're going to have an influencer kind of help show her the way, because she wants to be, you know, influential on social media. And that's just all the thing that the kids want to do. So we take it and make it a full package. It's not just a computer and a microphone. It's whatever they need, because we found that sometimes they wanted to do these things, but then they get the computer and it's set up and they're like, okay, right? So having somebody that's their gig, show them what to do, it's really fun. Yeah, so we're really excited about a variety of wishes coming up. They've been so creative. So the dollars that you donate make a real difference. Like we said earlier, it doesn't have to be the full cost of a wish, but collectively those donations make a difference and make a wish come true.
And you know what I think is interesting? It just occurred to me now while you were talking. You know, a lot of the wishes that happen are, they're a day, right? It's a day. I'm going to be a policeman for a day, or we're going to go to Disneyland, or sometimes it's a cruise, and but they're very finite. And those events do deliver a lot of hope to the families, and they give the families time away from their illness and away from hospitals to just relax and have fun and be together.
Right.
But these wishes that we have to pivot to because of the pandemic, I like the idea that the to have wishes actually give something that could affect the children's lives every day. It gives them something where it's broadening them. It's something that they're interested in that could lead to, who knows, maybe it leads to what they decide to major in college someday. And so I think that's really beautiful. I think that's a lot different. Not to say that any wish is better than another, but I just like that aspect of the to have wish, because it really does. It just gives them something that they can use and can make an impact in their life every day and going forward too.
Yes, for sure. And I think that we've arrived here because of the pandemic and pivoting, but also because of those virtual meetings. And in the virtual meeting, previously, 2 wish granting volunteers would go to the home of the wish kid and meet with the parents and the family, which was great. But we would ask for 3 wishes. And now we've pivoted to really working on that dream board and learning more about what inspires them, what they like, what they couldn't do otherwise. And then we come back to them and talk about 3 potential wishes, and then refine from there. So I think we're really getting really interesting and rich wishes that are really impactful and for today and for the future. If it's like the kayak for the little boy to go fishing with his dad. I mean, that's something that they'll have for a long time. And again, like you said, not that a trip wasn't amazing. We want this to be kind of like the cap on the end of the journey, hopefully, of recovery for these families, because most children, as we all know now, are living and prospering and thriving even. Not all children do, but many more children do now than when we started 35 years ago or 40 years ago now for the national organization. But I think we're really excited about the way it's pivoted and what we're finding is different. I thought of one thing that you asked earlier, and I should have mentioned. that we, because of the pivoting and virtual and everything, we used to do as part of these wish reveals, we, you know, provide their favorite meal. And so it was a full on celebration. So we've pivoted now to using gift cards and, you know, things like Postmates, like we all do, or Grubhub, so that they can order something that suits them and they can still have that, the celebration continues. So at first we hit a roadblock and we think, oh no, what are we going to do now? And then we pivot and we think, oh, that's actually better, because they can do with it whatever they wish. You know, they can have it delivered. There's no contact. They still have a special celebration. They get a great wish parade. And I think even for this weekend, we're trying a new thing. We just keep kind of building. You've seen those yard signs where it's like congratulations and it goes, takes up the whole yard. So if they have a yard, we were going to have our first one this weekend. It's like wish day for Wish Child with the stars and everything. So, I mean, I just can't think of anything more inspirational. I'm really excited to be a part of it this weekend. We've got the Santa Maria Police Department, I think the fire department. We have another community partner, and they do an event every year, except for it was postponed last year due to COVID. It's called Cruisin' for Life in Santa Maria. So they have several car clubs that participate. So this is going to be just amazing. So we'll look for more pictures on our Facebook page, and it's going to be really some big fun this weekend. And if you want to join in, if you hear about it in time, give us a call. We have 2 more coming up, one next weekend, I think, the following weekend, and then another in 2 weeks. So there's plenty of opportunity, and I think we'll be doing this for a while.
That's great. So again, just to reiterate, people who want to participate in like the caravan parades at the wish reveals, they're welcome to do that. It's completely safe. You're going to be in your car, but just having more people there, and you know, if you decorate your car, even better, just makes it that much more fun for the child and their family.
Yes, indeed.
Great. That's great. So Patty, thank you so much for spending time with me today, and thank you for filling us in on what's going on, all things Make-A-Wish Tri-Counties.
Thank you, Dory, for having us, and thank you again to you and Jeff for such a generous donation, and for your consistent and dedicated advocacy of Make-A-Wish in our community. You know, we couldn't do it without dedicated volunteers and supporters like you, so we're very grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure always. Keep up the good work.